Are you serious? Are you serious? This is an are you serious moment because these questions have definitely are going unanswered. Six, are you serious? 6 dead Russian oligarchs since the war began. Who is killing these guys and their families? And here's the question: who's got the money? And maybe that's the answer if we follow the money trail. Let me just say this. Let me put a shout out right now for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. You know, when you think about it, when you put it into perspective, our 401k, I don't have one, but those of you who have a 401k, your retirement funds, wow, I don't know. Lately, have you watched the stock market? Falling. There's a correction going on. Is most of your retirement in the stock market? You need to diversify so that you at least protect the value of some of your money, okay? And noblegoldinvestment.com can help you do that. Pick up the phone and call them tomorrow morning, 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And let Colin Plume help you. You know what? If you do set up an IRA, they'll give you this beautiful 3 ounces of pure silver coin, the Silver Virtue coin. That's Thomas Jefferson on the cover of it or on the front of it. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous coin. 3 ounces of pure silver. The Silver Virtue, American Silver Virtue coin, okay? With Thomas Jefferson. That's noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Guys, something is going on. 6 dead Russians. 6 dead Russians since the war began. So that says to me right there that there's something seriously happening. Now, who's doing it? That's a question I don't have the answer for. But maybe you can help me find it. Let me tell you what's been going on. 2 more Russian oligarchs were found dead alongside their families within 48 hours of each other both of them in alleged murder-suicides. I'm not buying that. If you're buying that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. Yeah. They're the latest of a series of high-profile Russians to die mysteriously since the war began in Ukraine. Now, it's not the first time that there's been reports of this, but in the early months of 2022, 6 prominent members of the Russians' upper class have been found dead under strange conditions. First is, and I'm not going to try to pronounce their names, but the first one on April 18th, he and his wife and daughter were found dead in their Moscow apartment, according to TASS news agency, a Russian state-controlled news agency. Preliminary evidence suggests the deaths were the result of a murder-suicide. And as he was found inside his multi-million-dollar Moscow apartment holding a pistol, which was presumably used to kill his wife and 13-year-old daughter. He was the former vice president of Gazprom Bank, which is Russia's 3rd largest bank, and services energy giant Gazprom. All right. Now, 2 days later, Sergei Prodosynya was another high-profile Russian who was found dead, shockingly, in similar circumstances. The body of Sergei, a former executive at Novatek, Russia's largest independent natural gas producer, was found hanging outside his Spanish villa he and his family were renting. His wife and 18-year-old daughter were found stabbed to death in their beds, according to the Spanish news station. Sergei was 55, accumulated a net worth of $433 million. The initial investigation by local law enforcement showed that the family's deaths were a result of murder-suicide, but investigators did not rule out the possibility that all three were murdered, according to Spanish news outlet. Now, shortly after their deaths, Novatech, where Sergey worked from 1997 to 2015, released a statement casting doubt over the theory that this was a murder-suicide. Matter of fact, Sergey established himself as an outstanding person with a wonderful family man, a strong professional who made considerable contribution to the formation and development of the company, Novatech said. Unfortunately, speculations have emerged in the media, but we are convinced that these speculations bear no reality. So they're not buying it, okay? They're definitely not buying it. So what does that mean? Well, the third one to die was Vasily Melanov. Vasily Melanov was Russian billionaire who was also found dead in his multi-million-dollar apartment in the in Russia, alongside his wife and two sons. All three of the Melanovs died from stab wounds, according to the Kommersant police, and they determined that Melanov killed his wife and two kids before committing suicide. According to the reporting of Newsweek, neighbors and relatives of the Melanovs have come out saying they struggle to believe this, and they can't believe he would do that. Before his death, Melanov was an executive at the medical firm Medstom. The company has suffered immensely as a result of economic sanctions placed on Russia in the aftermath of the country's invasion of Ukraine, according to Ukrainian news outlets. Also reporting on this was Newsweek. So that's a third. Multi-million, we're talking multi, hundreds of millions of dollars, oligarchs who killed their family and then killed themselves. And then there's Malik Watford. Just days after Russia officially invaded Ukraine, Mikhail Watford was found hanging in the garage of his home in the United Kingdom. His wife and children were home at the time, although they were unharmed. The Ukrainian-born Russian, who is 66 years old, made his millions on oil and gas as a tycoon after the fall of the Soviet Union. Born with the name Watford, he was found dead. They're still saying his death is suspicious circumstances. So they have not ruled this one a suicide. They're saying he died under suspicious circumstances. Then Alexander Trulov, just 3 days before Watford's death, the former Gazprom executive, 61, was found hanging in the garage of his apartment building near St. Petersburg, Russia. Police say that they found a suicide note next to his body, which led investigators to believe he died by suicide. But Trulov, suicide is currently being investigated by his company, Gazprom, and that's the second oligarch from Gazprom. In all cases, there's widespread suspicion that the deaths may have been staged as suicides. Who did this and why? That's the question. He was 61 years old, and he is dead. Then there's Leonard Schulman. Leonard Schulman was a top executive of the same company, Gazprom, when he was found dead by an apparent suicide before Russia invaded Ukraine, just days before. Schulman was 60. Similarity was found next to him, a note that led police to believe that he committed suicide. So are you buying that, guys? Are you buying that one? And after Schulman's death came just months after a probe into his alleged fraud at Gazprom was opened, according to Fortune. According to the note from the Warsaw Institute, Gazprom is also currently investigating Schulman's death. So 6 dead Russian oligarchs, basically since the invasion of Ukraine. Now, who is seizing all of the oligarchs, a lot of their yachts, and confiscating hundreds of millions of their dollars? And that's being done actually by the American sanctions that's been put on these on Russia. So I'm just saying that is going on. I'm not saying that America or the European Union or I don't know. I mean, who benefits by this? Who practices such horrific things? Who would do this? I mean, is it Putin? Is it the New World Order? Is it, is there more than, and here's the thing. There's no way that 6 multi-millionaires killed themselves and their wives and children. There's just no way 6 multi-million-dollar oligarchs in 6 weeks did this. No. So what in the world's going on here? Wow. I'm going to leave that in the hands of the investigators. I'm not going to accuse anyone, but it really is interesting, and it's more than interesting. It's horrible, really. Innocent people being murdered for their money, apparently, or maybe no, they didn't commit suicide, guys. No. So wow. I'm going to be co-hosting tonight with Pastor Melvin Whittington tonight at www.ffctv.info, 7 p.m. Eastern, on the Getting Ready show. Well, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Wow. It's getting crazy, guys. It really is.
There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna get up out of the ground. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Look way down the river. What do you think you see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Well, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Look down yonder, Gabriel. Put your feet on the land and see. Gabriel, don't blow that trumpet until you hear from me. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me.
Meet me in the middle of the air.
And if these wings don't fail me, I'll meet you anywhere. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. be there. I'm a checking in my load where there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Oh, there ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
That's right. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Again, guys, I will be tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be with Pastor Melvin Whittington on the set of the Getting Ready broadcast. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. And that's over at www.ffctv.info. That's www.ffctv.info. The Climate Crisis DVDs are in. They arrived, I think, yesterday afternoon. We are shipping them right now. If you have been wanting to get yours ordered, order it right now. We will ship it tomorrow. That's the Climate Crisis DVDs. What a great webinar that was. So the Planet X DVDs are in. The Climate Crisis DVDs are in. The Armies of the Antichrist DVDs are there. So get yours now, okay? And they're at paulbegleyprophecy.com. They're in my website. Check it out. All right, guys. I'll be back with more right here on the coming apocalypse.